Okay, what's up, everybody? Let me know if you guys can hear me. I know there's going to be a little bit of a delay. Welcome to your daily dose of awesome. This is my first daily dose in about a month or so. I've been away in Australia, and I'm glad to be back. So again, guys, hit me up. Let me know if you guys can hear me. I'm gonna open this up and there we go. Welcome to your daily dose of awesome. What's up, everybody? So cool. So yes, I have an announcement, unfortunately, about my last event, and so that's what I'm going to be talking about. But it's not all about the news. Actually, I want to share with you today the best possible way for you to develop new skills and actually get results faster. And so I'm going to walk you through the one thing, the one activity, the one opportunity that we all have in this space that gives us the opportunity to learn new skills and get results a lot faster than we otherwise would. Hey, wait, what's up, Chuck? Michael, Evan, Brian, people joining, awesome. So let me know if you guys can hear me. Thank you, appreciate the welcome back messages. Now, so yes, I have an announcement about my last event that I'm ever going to be doing, and I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that. It'll be the last opportunity for us to actually be able to connect in person, and I'll explain more about what that is. And it ties into today's topic. Today's topic is about the best possible way you can develop new skills and get results faster in your business, in your network marketing business, whatever type of business you have. Actually, let me snooze something over here. So again, hey, what's up, Michael? Yes, no, you guys are all upset. All right, cool. Hopefully I'm not upsetting you guys. And but notice how I'm talking about my last event, meaning there's something coming up that you guys still have an opportunity to be a part of. So I will talk about that. So again, today's topic, the best possible way for you to develop new skills and achieve results faster. And that has to do with attending events. So events have been the one thing that has catapulted my learning in a very, very short period of time. So whether that's a live event with a no excuses, that's a big event, whether it's a workshop, whether it's somewhere in between, whether it's a mastermind, whether it's a board meeting like what we do with Keith Cunningham every quarter. I attend those events. I literally travel twice every month right now. And many of those travels are for events that I'm attending for my education. And the reason that happens is because you learn in a much more effective way in person than you do if you're simply, watching a video at home and not fully there. And so this is what I mean. And so this is I'm going to outline the reasons in terms of why events are just far more effective for you to be able to learn, retain, and achieve results in your business. The first thing is with an event. Hey, what's up, Alex? With an event, you are fully immersed physically, emotionally, and dare I say spiritually when you're physically at an event. It's something that just can't happen if you're watching a video on a webinar or even on this live right now. You're watching this on your phone, but then there's other things happening around you. You're somewhere with distractions. You're not fully here. So you might actually not even get the full power of my message. You might go, oh yeah, well, events, yeah, I've heard this before, whatever. You're not fully bought in, even though I know you're here and even though I appreciate you being here. When you're immersed physically, emotionally, and spiritually, that aligns every fiber of your being towards getting and learning what you came to get at that event. And the reason for that is this other point. You're away from first distractions and detractors. So when you're at an event, your entire focus and if you're turning off your phone and doing things right and not looking at Facebook too much, you're away from distractions and from detractors. So again, you're far more focused, therefore you're more likely to take in more information. You're also away from the detractors, people that are negative in your life about your business, and you're around people that are actually positive. You're going to be around, not only are you getting away from the people that are emotionally weighing you down and trying to poke holes in everything you're doing, you're actually around people that are up to something, probably getting results, better results than you are in many cases, and you're able to draw from their positive energy, learn from them, and be pushed in that direction. If this is making sense to you guys, drop me a number 2. Let me know you guys are hearing me. What's up, Maria? What's up, Alex? My third point is when you're at an event, you take in, learn, and comprehend on a much deeper level, as I've already said. You're taking it in at a much deeper level because there's no other information or input coming in. The only input and information coming in is coming in from what's happening at that event. That means that what you're taking in is going to be you're going to be taking it in at a much deeper level. You're going to be learning more effectively. You're going to see things and hear things and learn things that you wouldn't otherwise catch if you're just watching something on a webinar or watching a video or whatever from your computer. It's just because you fully bought in, because you made the investment to physically be there, you're actually taking in information and learning at a much deeper level. Therefore, you're going to be learning things that you wouldn't have caught otherwise. Number 4 is you're far more likely to take action and get results. This is a big one. And if you guys are with me so far, and if you guys, even before I say anything about taking action and get your results, if you guys agree with, by being at an event and taking information and learning something, that you're more likely to get results, if you agree with that point, drop me number 3. Let me know you guys agree with the point about being at an event, making you more likely to take action and get results. Because there's the law of consistency, and the law of consistency is that when we as human beings take steps towards our goals or steps in a certain direction, then our tendency and our momentum carries us forward, and we keep taking those steps. And the bigger those steps, the more we had to sacrifice, the more adjustments and arrangements we had to make in our life to make that next step possible, that carries our momentum forward. And so what happens is when there's action items coming out of an event, when you're given an assignment, when you're told, implement this in your business right now, you're far more likely to take action and get results because your momentum, the actions you've taken previously leading up to that event are carrying you forward, and you're more likely to take action. Not only you're more likely to take action and get results because you made the commitment to be at that event and you want to continue to do things that move in the same direction, you're taking action and getting results because you have a deeper level of understanding and comprehension. You're taking action and getting results because you're emotionally bought in, because now you're around people that are doing the same things you are, maybe have results that you don't have, and you see, hey, these people aren't that different from me. They're actually, if they can do it, I can do it. Those conversations starts happening. So that's the reason you start actually taking action when you otherwise wouldn't from a webinar or whatever, because there's momentum carrying you because you've taken actions in that direction. And there's also the emotional support as well that you're getting. And that leads me to my next point. I forget what point was this. 1, 2, 3, 5. Point number 5 is you're going to meet people who you can develop business relationships with. So talk about, forward momentum. One of the keys to my success was finding a business partner. And when I got started 12 years ago in my business, I actually ended up partnering and finding a business partner. And that ended up being one of the best decisions I ever made. I'm no longer with that partner, but now I'm in another partnership. And the reason partnerships are so essential ultimately when you grow is because we all have weaknesses. We all have things we're much better at or prefer doing than others. And when you find somebody that complements that, where they're good at a certain area and you maybe are not strong there, but you're strong in another area that they're not strong at, and you have slightly different personalities but still get along, then that's an opportunity to actually propel your business forward and move a lot faster, because there's somebody that's more, naturally talented in a certain area. It's not to make excuses for anything you're not doing right now, but when you find that partnership, it makes moving forward a lot more essential. Let me know if you guys can hear me and are with me. Let me know if you guys currently, drop me a number 4 if you currently have a partner. Drop me number 5 if you want to have a business partner. If you look forward to the opportunity to meeting somebody that you can actually work with, lock arms with, and build your business with. Let me know if that's something you're looking for. So again, a 4 if you have a partner, a 5 if you're looking for somebody. Cool, Michael, you have a business partner. That's freaking awesome. Hey, Ned, how's it going? So that's it. So at an event, you have an opportunity to meet people, and you're meeting people that you might develop business relationships with. Potentially, those relationships might be accountability partners. It might be just friends you can check in with, or it might be a mastermind group that you end up forming out of the attendees there to continue to learn and get ideas and learn from each other. Or it might actually even be a business partnership. Pretty awesome. The final point I'm going to make, the number 6, and I'm going to get into my announcement, is you meet and develop relationships with your mentors. So the only way you can actually meet and develop relationships with your mentors would be to be at an event. You're no longer just another client when they can see your face, when they can shake your hand, when you can have a conversation with them and get to know a little bit about them, and they get to know a little bit about you. That's the key. And this reminds me of something I even did recently. There were some people I wanted to meet in the digital marketing space that, or like the top of the top in this space, the most famous marketers in the world. And I had no personal relationship with them, but I wanted to have a personal relationship with them. I wanted to be connected with them. I wanted to eventually be able to, work on some projects with them. And so what happened? What did I do? Well, I heard they were having an event. I heard they were having a relatively small event, a workshop for about 60 people or so, and I jumped on it. And that workshop was expensive. It was a $10,000 workshop that I went to, and for 3 days, I was locked in a room there and working. Now, I was there to learn. I was there to learn what they were sharing with me, but in addition to that, I wanted to have a connection with them, a relationship with them that maybe would develop into something later. And so that's when I went. And so 3 days, they got to know me a little bit. We had a lot of one-on-one conversations, and this was an implementation workshop. It was on Facebook advertising, and this was a couple of years ago. And at that workshop, they got to know me, and I wasn't sure how much they actually would remember me. But the next opportunity I had to attend an event was a couple months later, and they were hosting that event. And this event was actually a pre-event to a much bigger, larger conference. And they were doing a small, part day workshop. So maybe like for 6 hours or so. And the content they were going to cover there was already stuff I'd already gone through. But I showed up to the event anyway. And the reason I showed up to the event is, again, I wanted to get in front of my mentors and let them know, hey, I'm here to learn and I'm serious. And the cool thing is they recognize me. So now they recognize me. So it's not like you guys recognizing me. You guys know me in this space. Now I'm in a space where I'm not well known. No one cares who the hell I am. And I show up to the second event, and now they recognize me. And they're like, hey, Ferny, what's up? And they end up inviting me to a private party up in their suite later that evening. I'm like, yeah, sure. And so now now they're at a point where they trust me, and we get to talk. We get to know each other on a deeper level. The last thing is there was another event happening in Australia. So I was in Australia. I know those folks were going to be in Australia, and I happened to be in Australia because my wife and her family lives in Australia. The event's happening there, and guess what? I'm at that event, and I learned a ton at that event. I just didn't go to meet somebody. I went there to learn, some of the most cutting edge strategies in digital marketing. But guess what? Those people were also there, and I invited them to lunch. So now it's like, hey, can we have lunch? I arranged it, and they're like, sure, no problem. And then not only that I was able to have lunch with them, also their circle of influence, people that they work with who are also big players, now are at that lunch that I'm basically treating and paying for. And we have a couple hours of just hanging out. The point is, this is how I developed relationships with some of the most powerful people in the digital marketing space. It couldn't have happened without events. And that's an opportunity you have too. I'd love to meet you in person. And I know a lot of our team members would love it. A lot of our mentors would love to have a personal relationship because because personal relationships matter, and you're just not, at that point, you're just not another, client or customer on our list. You're somebody we've connected with personally. And so that is the lesson for today. Those were the points. Events are critical because you're immersed physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You're away from detractors and distractions. You take in, learn, and comprehend at a much deeper level than you otherwise would. You're far more likely to take action and get results. And you'll meet people whom you can develop business relationships with. And you also meet and develop relationships with your mentors at that event. And you're no longer just another client on the list. You're actually a face. You're actually somebody that they've developed a relationship with. Now, that being said, let me tell you about my last event ever. So it is true. I want to make sure that we're still on Facebook because I got kicked off real. All right, cool. Hey, what's up? Thanks. So if you guys got value from this, if this has motivated you to like think about that next event that you can possibly go to and make sure you're there. If your mind is on that track now, drop me a number 10. Let me know that this has impacted you in that way, and I hope it has, because events are key. And the one time in my business, the one time where my business took a dip significantly was over an extended period of time where I did not attend events. So that should be a little clue there. So that's it. That's the Daily Dose of Awesome. Hopefully you got some insight in terms of the value of events, and hopefully you make events a regular thing that you do as part of your business in order to move forward. Because as I've shared, and as I can personally attest to, nothing has moved me forward. Nothing has caused me to make life-altering decisions, and nothing has caused me to develop new skills better than attending events. So that's it. Take care, guys. Have an awesome day.